It's day one of the first FIA Formula 4 race in the Philippines. Among the slew of foreign racers who have come to Clark International Speedway, there stands two Filipino racers. Angie Mead King is one of them. She has always had a passion for cars. Known for building monster cars and drifting, she is a relative newbie to the racing circuit. Today is only the second time she will get into a single-seat Formula 4 car, but it is her first time to join an actual racing competition. Beside her stands Gabe and I, a racing prodigy. Bred to go fast, he has been on four wheels as long as anyone could remember. And at the age of 16, he is one of the most accomplished Filipinos to make his name on a karting track. But just like Angie, this will be his first time on a Formula 4 car. This is Team Car Porn Racing. FIA Formula 4 has been created to offer young and promising racing drivers around the world the opportunity to take the first step from karting into the world of single-seater racing. Designed to be a globally recognized step between karting and F3, FIA Formula 4 allows drivers to compare themselves to the best young talent, not only in their own country, but across other championships around the world. The F4 car has been designed to keep costs down while providing an ideal learning tool for both young and seasoned drivers who have never raced cars before. But before our unlikely duo stepped foot onto this racing grid, some necessary steps had to be taken. A few months ago, Gabe and Angie went to Sonoma to practice their driving skills with actual F3 cars.
Hey guys, what's up? We're in the car now, Gabe's with us, and so we're headed back to the racetrack right now. We've enrolled in the course, and it's a no-joke course, and because I am sponsoring Gabe, I was like, hey, I want to try out as well.
This is where they got a taste of the speed that they would ultimately require themselves to achieve in order to do well in the F4 race. With that much-needed racing experience, Angie and Gabe flew back to the Philippines, armed with the expertise and confidence that Sonoma could give. Today, the racers get a chance to experience a feel for the track. The atmosphere is electric. This is the first time most of these racers have ever stepped foot on the Clark Speedway, so naturally, they would want to take it slow on their first time out. Practice round after practice round, the racers go faster and faster. Soon, each racer is confident enough with their team, the track, their cars, and the fickle weather in Clark, Pampanga. After each practice round, Gabe and Angie discuss their strategy to shave off valuable seconds off their time. Sure, Gabe may be the faster racer among the two, but Angie has the experience only a mentor could have. Amidst the crowded pit stop, the two block off all the noise and sound. It is as if there was only the two of them against the world. As with any motorsport, each race comes with its share of risks. Take for instance, Gabe's technical difficulties with his car.
Yeah, so earlier I had problems with my car. I think it was running a bit too lean. So we changed the spark plug and ignition coil, but that didn't work so well.
Pag wala yung fuel pump mo, tapos nag-full throttle ka, di ba lean? Oh, anong mas sira pag lean? Kailangan masilip natin agad.
But not all risks are that easy to fix. What happened to Gabe's car was relatively easy compared to what happened next.
I just crashed my car. My times weren't so good, so I was trying to catch up and choose a different line. We spun around and the whole left side crashed into the wall. I'm okay, I'm a bit frustrated, I'm pissed off. Obviously, we wrecked the car. My pride hurts.
Tomorrow, the actual race begins. Everything that these racers have prepared for will all come full circle.
So I changed to a new car and I was doing pretty good and I wasn't really pushing that much and I was like less than a second off the best time in the last session. I think they changed the ECU for this already and I'm not sure if I'm gonna try it again because I'm pretty happy with the other car already.
It's the actual race day today and we just did our practice runs. I spun out on the practice run, so I lost out on a few laps. I got some really nasty bruises here from the accident yesterday, but that's racing. I'm just happy I'm back on the grid. I'm pretty pumped today. I can't wait for actual grid start because I've never done this before, so it's gonna be awesome.
It's day 3 of the first ever FIA Formula 4 race. 2 days of practice runs have come and gone. Today, the racers gun for history. Gabe and Angie of Team Carporn Racing are on the verge of making history. Both racers are rookies to the F4 scene. Securing a win here will immortalize them in the racing world and up their street cred for future races. The green flag is waved and the races have begun.
In race 1, I had brake failure, so I couldn't finish the race. In race 2, I was hoping for a little rain, which came and which put me third and gave me the rookie winner.
But as luck would have it, nature had another thing in mind.
Inabisuhan na ng pag-asa ang publiko na mag-ingat sa landslides at flash floods na posibleng idulot ng bagyong Karen.
Sa Pampanga, pabugso-bugso rin ang malakas na ulan.
Inaasahang lalakas pa raw ang bagyong Karen sa loob ng 24 oras.
Our racers are faced with one of the strongest typhoons the Philippines has seen in over a year. With the track slick with rain, all the drivers had no choice but to make some adjustments to their cars and driving styles. Fortunately, Team Carporn is no stranger to the elements. In fact, they have trained for this very occasion and probability. The rain, no matter how hard, was something they trained for.
Everyone started just spinning off track and they were just like locking up their brakes and just going off. So I just took advantage of that. I was just like a mile away already and gave me first.
And I pulled by the pit and I see my pit crew waving my banner saying I'm third place. I'm just like, what? You start seeing everyone just spin off track. Learning from Sonoma, we learned to stay off the racing line during the wet because it's the worst place to be. It's the slipperiest.
Race after race, Angie and Gabe went faster and faster. Pushing their cars to the limits, they managed to outmaneuver the other drivers amidst the wet track.
And they finally decided to call the race off because I think we had 5 or 6 cars that went off track.
Against all odds, despite it being the pair's first ever F4 race, both Angie and Gabe managed to pull off podium finishes.
My goal this weekend was just to finish the race. I wasn't expecting to go podium. I wanted Gabe to get podium for sure, and this was it. Like, apparently we're rain drivers.
To put the icing on the cake, Gabe won multiple times.
I was pretty happy. My goal for the weekend was just a podium finish, but coming home with a win, I'm ecstatic. I don't know what to say.
All in all, Team Carporn Racing bagged 7 trophies in their first outing as F4 drivers.
Yeah, overall it was a good weekend for me. First race in F4, wasn't expecting much, and I was awarded 3rd overall for the weekend champion in performance. Shout out to all my sponsors, Carporn Racing, Angie King, Gold Gym, DC Philippines, Sea Oil, my whole family, Kevin Tayo for coaching me since I was small. And everyone else in the Philippine racing community for supporting me in my first F4 race, and everyone else.
So we've only had 5 races total, but I'm pretty happy with the turnout. Gabe also is pretty happy with the turnout, so we're overall ecstatic about the whole thing. We're just happy that we were able to join the first F4 SEA race in the Philippines and be a part of something monumental. It's been such an amazing experience, and I'm hoping to join some of the other legs in the other ASEAN countries in the future. So for now, I'm gonna go get some rest because it's been a really long weekend.
It's been a long week for our 2 racers. There is a sense of accomplishment felt by the 2. But this feeling won't last for too long. Soon, they will have to start training again for the next leg of the FIA Formula 4 circuit. Will they have the same success as this week? Only time will tell. But for now, they get to bask in the glory and permanently put their names in Philippine racing history.